Hi, welcome back. And if it's your first time, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about Samuel. Samuel has two books in the Bible, First Samuel and Second Samuel. Samuel was one of those renowned prophets in the Bible, right? He did many great things. So we want to know, how did Samuel come into existence? And of course, that would start with his parents. So his father was Elkanah and his mother was Hannah. No, Elkanah had two wives, Hannah and Peninnah. So Hannah, she could not have any children. And of course, Peninnah, she would mock Hannah, and mock Hannah some more. However, Elkanah, he had a special love for Hannah, especially because she could not have any children. And as anybody would feel, Anna, she felt so badly that she could not have any children. Each year, they would go up to the prophets. At that time, Eli was the prophet. And so Elkanah and his wives and his other children, because Peninnah, she had other kids, they would go up to the prophet to make their sacrifices to Jehovah God. And, he would give stuff to his wives and to his sons. But the Bible says that he gave a double portion to Hannah so that she could sacrifice, because he really loved her. And he also felt bad because she couldn't have any children. And he knew that affected her somewhat. So he would give her a double portion to make a sacrifice. But she was still sad. And he was like, Hannah, don't I mean more to you than 10 sons? I think I mean so much to you. Why are you just grieving consistently like this? And that didn't help at all. So one of the times when they went up to give their sacrifice, Peninnah, she was just mocking Hannah. And Hannah decided that, what? I'm just going to just pour it out onto the Lord. And she was just there at the altar and she was praying, but just her lips, only her lips were moving, right? And she was just pouring her grief out onto God. I can just imagine her closing her eyes and just talking, but nobody could hear what she was saying. Yes, I closed my eyes, right? And so Eli was there wondering if this woman was drunk. So he went over to her and he was like, are you drunk? Because you're here praying and I'm not hearing anything that you're saying. And she said, no, I'm just pouring out my grief onto God. And so Eli blessed her and said, I hope that whatever it is that you're praying for, it will come through. And so she continued to pray and pray some more. And then, she said to God in her prayer that, Jehovah God, if you should bless me with a son, I will give him back to you. I'll ensure that he worships you. And so when they went home, the Bible says that Elkanah and his wife Hannah, they made love. And of course, she became pregnant. Because, she prayed and I guess she believed and she made a solemn promise to God that she would give back this child to him. And so Jehovah God blessed her home and she gave birth to a son. And they asked, what should this child be named? And she said, he should be named Samuel. So if you're interested in this story, you can go and find it in 1 Samuel 1. That's all of Samuel, because the entire book of Samuel will be speaking about Samuel, David, Saul, all of those. Some interesting things to come. And I promise that I'll take you along the journey and we'll just dissect the book, right? So go and read up. Go and read up and tell me what you think. Do you think that, God just felt sorry for her because of all that she was going through, being mocked and all of that? And what does that tell you about God? If somebody keeps mocking you, and then Jehovah says, you know what? I'm going to answer your prayer. So the mocking, of course, had to stop, and she didn't just give birth to any child. She gave birth to Samuel. So that says a lot about who Jehovah God is. So we're going to be going through the book of Samuel together. Join me on this journey. Thank you for watching.